Hello, Facebook and YouTube. Put my shades on. I'm on my way to go vote. So I have a drive, and someone commented on my Facebook comment that money management is budgeting, and that they don't believe that budgeting should be taught with high credit scores, right? Again, the comment was money management is budgeting, and they don't believe budgeting should be taught with high credit scores. So let me address that comment on my Facebook and why I really don't teach budgeting, but I will begin to teach budgeting. In the past, I have been to classes or conference or discussions about budgeting, and the most I got out of budgeting was, let's look at what you are spending when you go out to eat, right? And this is the Queen of Credit here. Thank you for the digital love, Queen of Credit, cash flow, and debt collections, right? Hello, Regina, right? And so the most I got out of budgeting was, okay, let's see what you're spending, what your outgoing is. What are you spending on your utility bills, your vehicle notes? Thank you for the digital love. Hello, Carla. Your insurance. Now, and I'm going to stop right here and pause for a second. On a budget sheet, it will ask, what are you spending on your vehicle insurance? And see, this is why budgeting should be taught with credit scores simultaneously at the same time. In a budget, it was like, how much are you spending on your vehicle insurance, right? And you all like and share this video. Hello, Jasmine. Hello. Thank you for the digital love. Like and share this and subscribe to this on YouTube. So when you're budgeting, it's like, what are you spending on vehicles or your insurance? But that budget, hello, Miss Alexandria, Latanya, hello. But that budget or that presentation won't tell you that you're going to spend high prices on your vehicle insurance with a low credit score, right? See, that's what budgeting doesn't do. Or most budgeting classes and events that I've been exposed to. It's just a write sheet. It'll tell you you're spending too much when you go out to eat. But it doesn't tell you how you can flip the script. You all put in the comments whether you're watching this live or you're watching a replay. Put in there, flip the script. It does not show you how to flip the script. And when you go out to eat, how you can write that meal now out as a tax deduction, right? See, budgeting only the budgeting workshops that I've been exposed to only give people a sense of scarcity or lack. Thank you for the digital love. Flip the script. Thank you, Regina, so much for that comment. See, it only gives you a sense of lack. It doesn't give you a mindset of how I can take something that I like and monetize it. Okay, yes, I do need to downsize my meals or my fast food. But if I downsize it from 4 times a month to going out now 2 times a month to eat, because I don't feel like cooking or I'm tired or whatever, how can I now take that money and still get more out of it when I pay that bill, when I go out to Applebee's? Budgeting teaches you to look at a low cell phone plan and get prepaid phone service, and then the service is not good, and when you're traveling or in certain areas, you can't even get service. See, budget tells you to get a cheap cell phone service, get a prepaid. I don't want a cell phone prepaid service that's not giving me quality service. I want quality cell phone services. Like, I come before you on point all the time because I have like, for example, I was with Verizon, right? Verizon Wireless. Verizon has also Xfinity Mobile that works on the same towers. So I'm getting that Verizon quality towers and service through Xfinity for a cheaper cost, for a lesser cost. And I also write my cell phone off my bill as a tax deduction. See, that's why I don't like budgeting. Budgeting does not teach you this. Budgeting does not teach you how to pay a cell phone bill for less and still have that cell phone bill as a tax deduction. What budgeting focuses on is scarcity, but it does not tell you how to get the most out of your money. That type of mindset I don't like. And I'm very passionate about it. You can hear it in my tonality of my voice. I don't like that type of mindset. I don't like, when I do go out to eat, what about if you can learn how to make that meal now tax deduction? So you can either get more back on your taxes or you don't have to pay back taxes at the end of the year. What about learning how to keep more? You all need to like and share this video because, see, more people need to understand the difference between creating a budget and the W4 wealth strategies that I teach and creating more cash flow or shifting your income. Budgeting is for a scarcity mindset. It tells you stop eating those meals, and sometimes people do. But see, okay, I'm going to show you between budgeting and what I do. That's why budgeting and money management and credit scores, all of this stuff goes hand in hand. If you're going to have a budget sheet, I know we are trying to say, okay, and your budget sheet is telling you to write down the insurance on your vehicle premiums. But that budget sheet is not telling you, listen, the reason why you're paying high insurance on this vehicle because you have a low credit score. Budgeting tells you to write down your home insurance, right? Write down what you pay in your homeowner's insurance premiums or your renter's insurance premium. But it does not communicate to you that you're going to pay higher fees than someone with a higher credit score because you have a low credit score. Budgeting again tells you cut back on your meals, cut back. You need to lower your cable, get Netflix instead. But budgeting doesn't teach you how to write off your lifestyle and tax deductions. See, what my cell phone that I come to you all live about, this I even get some people to say, hey, every time I get on my YouTube or I get on Facebook, you're live. Thank you for the digital love. What they don't know is when I pay my cell phone bill at the end of the year, it's a tax deduction. The same phone I'm coming before you on. When I go home and I'm working on my clients' financial future, that internet that I'm using, it's a tax deduction. When I gave you all tips and strategies, right, to lower your utility bill, your light bills, cutting off your lights when you leave a room, whether you leave for 5 minutes or whatever, cutting off your AC when you leave your home or your apartment or wherever place you live. What those people don't know is that it's my utility bills, my water bills, it's a tax deduction for me. See, that's the difference between budgeting and what I do. So if budgeting is going to be effective at its highest peak, it should be taught in combination of tax write-offs. See, when I tell you all to put gas in your vehicle when it's at a half a tank, it'll save you money on gas. The difference between budgeting and my strategies is my gas, when I print that receipt out, it's a tax write-off for me. See, I go beyond the budget. Somebody put in a comment, beyond the budget, please. Please, I don't care if you're watching this in the replay. Thank you for the digital love. If you're watching live now, thank you for the digital love. Everybody that's watching this live, I want you to put in the comments beyond the budget, because that's where I'm taking you. Yes, you need to budget. Yes, you need to search for lower rates. Thank you, Regina, again. Thank you for the digital love. Yes, you need to downsize if you have to. See, a budget might tell you, okay, your car takes premium or your vehicle takes premium. A budget tell you, we'll switch to regular. I'm trying to show you and teach you how to keep your premium gas. And then thank you, Craig. Thank you so much. Beyond the budget. And have a tax write-off at the end of the year. I'm trying to show you how to eat the meals you want, how to drive in your vehicles and write off mileage and write off entertainment and have it as a tax. I'm trying to show you how to pay utility bills and have it as a tax deduction. I'm trying to show you how to have quality cell phone service without your phone plan being interrupted. And to enjoy the movies or documentaries that you like watching on television, but at the least expensive price. Did you know, for example, that even Netflix, some of that could be a tax deduction because it's documentary, it's educational components to it. If done the right way. So I teach people. And money management. People, let's get back to money management, because I told you how you desperately need budgeting and a good credit score. Because, I mean, just really think of it this way. Think of it this way. If you have a budget and a low credit score, you're still paying, no matter what you write in your budget for your vehicle note. If you're paying, if your vehicle note is $325, for example, but it's financed at 10 or 25%, and I have a monthly vehicle note at $500 a month, financed at 1.99%, right? Then you have to ask yourself, who's better? See, that budget only says, well, the person with $325 vehicle note is saving $175 a month. That's all the budget brings out. But when you get into, now let's look at your credit scores and how this is affecting your cash flow, and you're looking at that 10, 15, 25% interest rate. See, that's what budgets don't bring out. Let's go beyond the budget, people. And then I have some people say, well, get you a second job, save your money. Did you all know? See, this is what budgets don't teach you when it comes to credit and taxes and money management. This is what budgeting doesn't teach you. It's all about saving money in your highest expense. See, a lot of people think their highest expense is your vehicle note, your rent, or your mortgage. It's those taxes you pay. Look at your paycheck. Look at all the taxes that's coming out. Not include just your insurance, your Medicaid, for retirement. Look at those federal and state taxes. Look at what you have coming out of your paycheck. See, the budget doesn't teach that. And ask yourself, okay, I can control how much taxes is coming out of my paycheck. I can control how much I'm giving the government every year, which I'm giving them at 0% interest rate. I can control how much I pay back in taxes or how much I receive in taxes back, because you know what? A lot of people with Trump's new tax laws, they're losing $2,000 or $3,000 a year that they would normally gain. See, these are things budgets doesn't teach you. Do a budget teach you how to write off, a tax write off your water bill that you're paying, or your light bill, or to lower your vehicle insurance premiums, or to lower your homeowner's insurance premium, or to write off your cell phone bill? Or does the budget just tell you, hey, you need to lower this cable bill, cut back on the Starbucks and coffee and cut back on eating out? Or does the budget tell you whenever you spend $50 on eating out or $60 your family, they can be tax deductible and you can regain a percentage of that money back? See, budgeting doesn't teach that, right? Budget give people a scarcity mindset. Budgeting tells people to go out, get a second job. And I've heard people that got second jobs that say, I had to cut my hours on my second job because I was paying back in taxes at the end of the year. And then when you get that second job, it puts you in even a right at over a 32% tax bracket. So that means for every $1 you make, you only get 40 cents out of that dollar. You're giving away in taxes 60 cents. When I say money management, yes, sometimes budget tells you to put your money on or put your bills on, I would hope they do, automatic payment plan so you don't forget. But money management is more than just about automatic payment plan. It's looking at what your interest rates are. It's looking at what things you can write off and your taxes. And it's looking at how much money you're giving the government out of the year on these jobs that you're working. Because the government looks at it as 2 jobs or for 2 people. It's looking at what I teach, right? What I teach is looking at the whole picture and say, hey, your low credit score is causing you to pay out thousands of dollars in interest. Your low credit score is causing you to pay 10 times more for that vehicle than somebody with a great credit score would pay. Yeah. So yeah, budget can teach you how to get a lower cell phone bill, how to get a lower cable bill, but will it teach you how to use that as tax write-off? Right? Because, okay, I just got a message. And that's what I teach, the big picture. Because people don't understand, when they get 2 jobs, you're paying higher in taxes. You're paying higher in taxes. Rich people never pay more money in taxes. You will never, it will never, I don't care who you put into office. Rich people will never pay the burden of paying the tax burden of this. Thank you so much, Tyrone. Of America, because rich people know how the system works and they know how to get these business tax deductions. They know when they need maintenance on their vehicles or when they drive their vehicles, how to write that off as a business expense. And that's where I'm trying to get you off. That's beyond the budget. So no, budget does not teach all these things. And if you're teaching budgeting without helping people raise their credit scores, then you're spinning wheels. You're spinning wheels because they still have thousands of dollars going out the back window while you're trying to tell them to roll up the front window. You know, I have 4-door. I can roll up my front 2-door windows, but if I got money escaping out my back windows, then what does that matter? What does that matter? How are you teaching me money management by giving me a scarcity mindset? By pinching the pennies. That's not teaching money management. And you know, I'm going to say this and I'm signing off. A lot of people get their mindset, oh, I want to get out of debt. I want to get out of credit card debt. And if you're abusing credit card debt, you need to have that mindset. If you're using your credit cards or your credit to buy things that's worthless, then you do need to get out of that debt. And you don't need to use it. It's just like we're talking about gun laws right now in Mississippi because of the mass shooting. Hello, Angie. And I tell people, a gun can be deadly or it can be defensive. It's all in how you use it. You can use a gun to shoot and harm and hurt people, or you can use a gun to defend yourself, or you can use a gun to feed your family. It can be defensive, right? Or it can be deadly. The same thing works with your credit score. It can be defensive for you, or it can be deadly. Have you all ever thought about, though, speaking of flipping the script, that I could decide to be bill free and not just debt free. What do I mean by this? See, let's go beyond the budget. If you just coming in, if you're watching this replay, I want you to come in. I have 1 or 2 people to come in. Beyond the budget. I need you to make a mind, muscle, money connection to go beyond the budget. What do I mean when I say it's not just enough to be debt free, but you should desire to be bill free? I'm glad you asked. You all comment beyond the budget. Right now, as of today's date, August the 6th, my home mortgage is paid all the way for the end of the year. That's decided to be bill free for 5 months versus being debt free. Right now, my homeowner's insurance. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you, Latanya. My homeowner's insurance, where I was paying it month to month through my escrow that was added into my mortgage, which when you thank you for the digital love, when you pay your homeowner's insurance in your escrow, what happens is they keep your money all year and they pay it off in annual, right? And they keep your money that you pay them by the month, and they invest it and they make more money off of your money. You do know that, right? Instead of paying my homeowner's insurance in my escrow month to month, I paid off the annual for the entire year and received $1,800 back. That's being bill free versus debt free. I have all of my bills automatic payment to come out, so I reduced the chances greatly of having late fees. I have all of my vehicle insurance premium paid for the year annually because it saves me money. It saves my cash flow. Those are examples of being bill free. We're just trying to focus on being debt free. Why not pay your bills in full for the year, right? Thank you so much, D. So you can save cash and cash flow, because it's more cheaper, it's inexpensive that way. And so when I get people with the mindset, I want 2 jobs and I want a cheap cell phone plan, and then when you're in an emergency, your cell phone won't work, you're stranded somewhere, you can't make a phone call because you got these cheap plans, and you're afraid to even go out and enjoy yourself because you're tired from working 2 jobs. And you can't even go out and enjoy a dinner because the budget is telling you you're eating out too much. Whereas you may be. But now I'm telling you, look, you can enjoy that meal with your family because you work hard, and you can use that as tax deduction. You can write it off. You can write off your business mile. You can write off your gas mile that you put in these vehicles after I showed you how to save on gas money. I'm tired of that mindset, people. And I'm teaching you, okay, if you made some bad choices with your credit cards, and I tell people this scenario all the time, if you want to know if you're making good decisions with your credit cards, have a yard sale with the things that you purchase with those cards. Put it in a yard sale and see how much the community or consumers think it's worth. See how much money you can get back for it. And if you can't get back at least an 80% return, if you purchase something for $100 and you can't sell it in a yard sale for $80, then you're not making wise decisions. But if you take a credit card and you convert that credit card into cash, and you buy a foreclosed home for $5,000, and then you take an additional $10,000 and fix it up all on your credit card for $15,000, and then you can put that house on the market for sale for $60,000, then that's how you know that you made a good decision with your credit card. And you can do it, because that's how I bought my first rental house. I was coming out of college. I had a Discover credit card. The credit limit was $5,000. I had balance transfer checks at that time. Now you can do it much easier. They came with my Discover card. I'm in Crystal Springs, Mississippi right now. I'm coming to vote. Let me adjust my phone. I purchased the house from my former principal. I took that Discover check, wrote the check to myself, pay in order to Latanya DeLoach, went to my local bank here. At the time it's 𝒞𝓄𝑒 Bank. Deposited that check in 𝒞𝓄𝑒 Bank, $5,000. They accepted $5,000 and some tax fees that I had for the house. I bought the house, fixed it up, sold it, made 10 times return on that $5,000 investment from my credit card, because I did not have the $5,000 saved. I didn't have a job at that time. I just graduated from college. I just had my daughter. My ex-husband at the time was working. He was the only source of income. And all I had was my credit and my credit score and my credibility. And I took that Discover card, made 10 times my money. That was the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey right there. So you can't tell me that credit is not for poor people, because when you have a high credit score, you can get other people money to make more money when you don't have the money. Thank you for the digital love. Right? I didn't have a job, but I had the credit score. And if you got any source of income that you can report on that credit application for approval, you can 10x your money all the time. So no, it's not proper money management or budgeting if you're not teaching people how to get high credit scores, and you're not teaching them money management skills such as having tax deductions to write off for the things that they like to do. Because in essence, people work hard, and budgeting doesn't work because all the time, because when people work hard, they want to be able to enjoy some of their money for some type of relaxation and recreation and socialization. Now, do you need to get your priorities straight? Yes, I said on my last video, you do. You know, you're going out spending $300 on your hair. You're spending, I don't know how much on your nails. Men spending money on women with a high quality lifestyle, and you're just trying, to please her high spending habits. Or men like buying these toys, these high expensive cars and motorcycles, and these shoes and cologne, and not budgeting right. All of that needs to take place. All of that. But again, if you're not having tax deductions and you have a low credit score, but the truth does, thank you, I appreciate you for saying I keep it 100, then budgeting will not work for you alone with a 600 credit score, and you don't have this W4 web training of learning how to, that when I do want to enjoy some of my hard-earned money, how can I keep more of, if I make $100, how can I keep more than $40 out of my paycheck, and how can I have tax write-offs on my utilities and cell phone bills, my mileage, my maintenance on my vehicle, that I'm giving you all tips how to downsize anyway. So hey, I think I made it to my boating destination. I really appreciate you all joining me for the ride. I hope I shared some great information with you, but I'm here. I made it to my hometown. I love it, and I'm voting. They got me on this little rural road, but thank God I don't have a cheap cell phone plan that I'm losing connection. I still can talk to you on. So hey, I'm signing off. Let me get my vote on. I have my sticker on in a few minutes. You all please like and share this video. This is vital information I share with you. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. On Facebook, every time I go on, turn on the notification, right, that I'm live, so you can always gain this knowledge. Hey, Queen of Credit here. You all have a terrific Tuesday.